I've been struggling with the Object 260 mission TD-10 Hidden Menace, which on the surface actually sounds pretty easy. You simply have to do 4,000 damage with a TD while you're unspotted. It's actually been really difficult for me because I don't have a great selection of tank destroyers. In fact, at tier 9 and 10, I have only 3 tank destroyers, one of which you see right here, which is my Jagdpanzer E100. I also have the tier 9 Jagdpanzer, which is a fantastic tank, and a partially completed T-30. And I found this difficult because outside of the T-30, the 2 German TDs actually don't have great camo factors. And so it's actually hard to actually get 4K damage while you're unspotted. Now, I was actually going to grind up the Russian line to the 704 to get this mission complete, and I decided to give it a few more tries with my Yagi 100 here. And you see, I'm doing something that I actually despise on Fjord, which is I am sitting on the southeast peninsula as a TD, and it really annoys me when TDs do this, but I figured this was the best way to get this mission done. When TDs do this, it effectively means that your heavies are going to get overrun before your gun is in the game, and that's very true in this case. Our heavies did get overrun. As you can see, they have a lot of forces down there, and they're taking it to our heavies. But if you want to do unspotted damage in a very large visible tank, this is actually a great place to do it. And you can see there, I got spotted for the first time, and it's probably useful to talk about the mechanics of the mission. You have to be unspotted when you fire the shell and the shell hits the tank. In that last example of me hitting the side of the Jagdpanzer, I was actually spotted after I fired, and so that shot actually counts. Now, you can see on the left of my screen, I'm running the personal mission helper mod. This mod actually has no idea how much damage you're doing unspotted. It will just take into account all the damage you're doing, so the mod itself is not terribly useful. But you can mentally track the shots that you think you're taking while you're hidden versus the shots that you know you're not hidden, and you're actually doing damage. Now at this point, I actually have just a few points below the 4,000 required, and I'm almost certain that all 4 of the shots that I took qualified for unspotted. The challenge that you can see I have right now is there's really nothing between me and the enemy team, and they are definitely going to be rushing our cap. In fact, it looks like there's a good chance that we'll lose this right here. And now I'm about to be spotted, and as they rush the cap, this effectively means my chances of completing this mission are pretty low. But somehow I was able to pull this out, and in fact, not only did I pull out the mission, but we actually pulled off a really good win here, and you're going to see an amazing move here in a minute by one of the players on my team, which happens to be the Artie. Not blindly one-shotting a teammate, but by actively participating and being aware of what's going on, and being, frankly, just an awesome teammate to win this match. I'm definitely not going to get any more unspotted damage as they roll up to the cap. So at this point, I actually thought that the mission was over, and I was really just playing to win the match. And this IS-3 that's on my left is not my main concern, because I know that there are bigger tanks that are going to be coming towards me as well. So I'm just trying to keep the IS-3 at bay, use my pretty good side armor to hold these tanks back as much as possible. Now you see the IS-3 is going to come up alongside me, and again, I'm not terribly worried in this situation about the IS-3. I'm just trying to focus on the tanks that are in front of me. There's nothing I can do about the IS-3 at this point. He is just going to continue to pepper my side, and luckily he just continues to bounce at least a few of the shots, and so I'm almost 100% focused on what's in front of me, trying to figure out how to get the IS-3 off of me. And so I took out a tank in the distance there. I think it was a T-30, and I'm going to take out the enemy Jagdpanzer right here. And just after this, I'm going to try to go backwards up the hill to get this IS off of me. But this is where you see a great play come in from our Artie player, which really won this game for us. So up from the left, you're going to see the Artie charge the IS-3, and he's not going to kill him, but what he's going to do is he's going to play to the greed of the IS, and the Artie essentially sacrifices himself by forcing the IS to push it down the hill. So the IS is out of the game, and I can just focus on this ST that's in front of me. This was a pretty amazing play, something that you don't normally see, and big props to him for making that move, because that definitely enabled us to pull this match out as I quickly killed the ST in front of me. Now, at this point, the personal mission helper mod tells me that I'm done with the mission, and I know that I'm not, because I still only have 3,996, I believe, unspotted damage, so I have to get at least one more unspotted shot in. And with the current situation, I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to get that, and again, I'm spotted. But you're going to see here, I pull off one more. I actually think this is a miracle shot where I think I am unspotted, because their spotting went away, and that was probably the shot that put me over the edge in terms of unspotted damage in this. So if you're looking to get TD-10 done for the Object 260, this is a fantastic map to do it on. Your teammates probably won't appreciate you going to the peninsula in the southeast corner, but it's probably one of the more effective spots to get this done, particularly if you have big, bulky TDs that are hard to hide on other maps.